Have you ever looked at something, maybe a tiny coin or a faded letter, maybe a painting, or even a really sleek car, and just wondered what makes this specific thing worth, well, more than an entire fortune?
Right.
We're talking beyond luxury, past extravagant. It's like you're straight into the astronomical.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're peeling back the layers on the most expensive auction items ever sold as of 2025. You shared some really fascinating sources with us, and we're going to journey through these, well, mind-bending figures and the incredible stories behind them.
Yeah, there are some wild ones.
We'll cover a breathtaking spectrum, really, from like a postage stamp no bigger than your thumbnail
Right.
to a yacht that wasn't even built yet, which is kind of crazy. And of course, those masterpieces of art that, redefine entire eras.
Yeah, exactly.
Our goal isn't just to list prices, though. We want to understand the profound why behind these valuations.
That's the mission, yeah. To extract the core insights from these record-breaking sales. What do these objects tell us about, like, human aspiration, our relationship with history, the elusive nature of value itself, and just our collective fascination with the rare and the beautiful?
Yeah.
We want to understand not just what was sold, but, what it means.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We'll kick things off by stepping back in time, maybe focusing on items that capture pivotal moments or belong to figures who just, well, transcended their era.
Good place to start.
First up, an icon of the 20th century, Marilyn Monroe. Her subway dress from the 7-Year Itch.
Oh, yeah. Everyone knows that dress.
Exactly. That instantly recognizable white halter dress, billowing over the subway grate. It's almost as famous as she is.
Totally.
Designed by William Travilla in 1955. It sold for $4.6 million back in 2011.
Wow, $4.6 million.
Yeah. Apparently, her husband at the time, Joe DiMaggio, was not a fan of the whole scene.
I can imagine. A bit risque for the time, maybe.
Probably. But, even more extraordinary was her Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress from 1962.
Ah, that one.
Get this.
Yeah.
A flesh-colored gown, just shimmering with 2,500 hand-sewn crystals.
Wow.
So incredibly snug that Marilyn literally had to be sewn into it just before she sang for JFK.
That's dedication to the look.
Right. This dress fetched an astonishing $4.8 million in 2016.
Even more than the subway dress.
Yep, making it the most expensive dress ever sold. It's now owned by Ripley's, believe it or not, so people can actually see it.
Which is pretty cool. What's remarkable about Marilyn, though, is her enduring cultural presence, isn't it?
Totally.
Decades after her passing, her image is still just ubiquitous. You see it everywhere. Pop art, fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And that Happy Birthday dress, well, it carries this almost mythical weight. It's intrinsically linked to, the alleged Kennedy rumors.
Right.
And her tragically premature death just months later. For collectors, it's not just a dress. It's like a tangible piece of this singular dramatic chapter in Hollywood and American history.
That makes sense.
Memorabilia like this, stuff directly from her, it's likely only going to appreciate in value,
It's incredible how a single garment can hold so much narrative, and it's not just her dresses either. Even a more personal item like Marilyn's blank pane cocktail watch. Apparently a sleek, delicate timepiece. It sold for $225,000.
Wow, for a watch.
Yeah, and it was sold to Blank Pane themselves. They're displaying it in their Swiss museum now.
Ah, bringing it home. That shows the power of association, definitely.
Exactly. Okay, so moving from personal effects to unique historical artifacts, let's talk about the British Guiana 1 cent magenta stamp.
The stamp, yes.
This tiny thing weighs just 0.04 grams. Originally a penny stamp printed way back in 1856.
Right.
But here's the kicker. It's the only one of its kind left in the world. The rarest stamp. Period.
One of one. That's incredible.
It sold for an astounding $9 million.
$9 million for a stamp.
Yep. And the buyer, the shoe designer, Stuart Weitzman, apparently he just tucked it into his back pocket after the auction.
Get out. Walking around with $9 million in your pocket, that's confidence. Or maybe just crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of both. It's kind of a perfect storm of filleted desire, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just a unique survival from, a nascent postal system. It was basically an emergency printing.
Okay.
But its provenance, the history of ownership, is legendary. It passed to the hands of these eccentric titans like Count Philippe Renotier von Ferrari and Johnny Dupont.
Wow.
So you're collecting history, this unparalleled story, not just a tiny piece of faded paper.
That really adds a layer. Okay, from stamps to coins. Next up, the flowing hair silver dollar.
Okay.
This isn't just any coin. It was the very first dollar coin ever issued by the United States. 1794,
Wow, the first one.
right after Alexander Hamilton established the national mint. And this specific coin, it's the finest known survivor from that initial minting.
So condition is key here, too.
Absolutely. Its rarity, combined with its foundational place in American currency, it drove the price up to $10 million in 2013.
10 million. Doubled the previous record for a coin, I think.
It did. And talk about capturing genius. Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Luster.
The notebooks.
Exactly. This isn't just a book. It's a 72-page notebook, just filled with da Vinci's ideas, his drawings, diagrams, mostly focused on his scientific fascinations.
Water, the cosmos.
Yeah, the movement of water, the relationship between the Earth, sun, and moon, all that stuff. Bill Gates bought it.
Right, I remember that.
For $30.8 million back in 1994. And, commendably, he ensures it tours various museums.
Which is great, allows people to actually see it.
Yeah, a rare glimpse into one of history's most brilliant minds.
These items, whether it's a stamp, a coin, or Da Vinci's notebook, they offer something really profound, don't they?
Or so.
It's that direct, tangible link, a connection to specific historical moments or groundbreaking institutions, or just the genius of these unparalleled minds.
Like holding history.
Exactly. They transcend their physical form. They become these portals to the past, giving collectors this direct, almost, spiritual connection to the story of humanity.
That's a powerful way to put it. Okay, let's shift gears now and journey into the, breathtaking world of art and sculpture. Ah, the big money.
Right, where human creativity and historical context collide with truly astounding prices. And we're going way, way back for the first few examples.
Okay, antiquities.
Yep.
Yeah.
Consider the Cycladic marble figure, a reclining female form carved over 3,000 years ago, around 2400 BC.
Ancient.
Very. Standing just 11.5 inches tall. It's one of only 12 known works by this sculptor called the Schuster Master, and it's the only complete one known to survive.
Rarity again.
Exactly.
Huh.
This ancient beauty fetched $16.8 million.
$16.8 million for something that small and that old. Incredible preservation.
Totally. Then moving forward a bit, the Roman-era statue of Artemis and the Stag. It's a 2,000-year-old bronze statue unearthed back in 1920.
Okay.
It's considered a superb example of ancient Roman bronze work. It set a new record for sculpture at the time it sold, going for $28.6 million after a pretty intense bidding war.
Bronze work from that era, surviving like that. Yeah, that's special.
Definitely. And for sheer magnificent craftsmanship, let's talk about the badminton cabinet.
Oh, the cabinet, yes. Made in 1726. It's ebony, with intricate ormolu that's gilded bronze, right?
Right, gilded bronze, very ornate.
And pietra dura, which is that technique with highly polished colored stones like agate, lapis lazuli, amethyst quartz, all cut and fitted together like a mosaic, almost like painting with rock.
Incredible detail. Labor-intensive doesn't even begin to cover it.
And it's huge, 12 foot 7 inches tall. This thing sold for $36.6 million in 2004.
And didn't it break its own record?
It did. It had sold for a record price before and then sold again for even more.
Wow. What these pieces collectively highlight, I think, isn't just the history, but this incredible level of artistry and, the sheer luck of preservation for these rare antiquities.
Right.
They're not just decorative objects, they're vital artifacts. They offer insights into entire civilizations, distinct eras of artistic production. They showcase skills that are often lost to time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, stepping into the modern era, let's talk about Alberto Giacometti.
Ah, Giacometti. Those figures.
Instantly recognizable, right? His elongated, gaunt figures. Take Pointing Man, a life-size bronze sculpture from 1947.
Okay.
Apparently created in this feverish 9-hour session, it was initially intended to be part of a larger composition, but Giacometti quickly realized its power as a standalone piece. It sold for $141 million in 2015.
Whoa! $141 million, making it the most valuable sculpture ever auctioned.
Yep. And another iconic piece of his, Chariot, from 1950, it features this gaunt woman figure on a wheeled platform, apparently influenced by an Egyptian chariot he saw.
Interesting.
That surrealist bronze fetched $101 million.
Giacometti's work just resonates so deeply, I think. His figures, while they're stark, they evoke this powerful sense of, isolation and human vulnerability. His unique style just speaks to these universal experiences, which translates into immense market appeal and really cements his place as a giant of modern art.
Makes sense. Then we have Jeff Koons's Rabbit.
Ah, the shiny bunny.
Huh. Right. It briefly took the record for the most expensive work by a living artist, sold for $91 million in 2019.
Right after Hockney held it for a bit.
Exactly. This shiny stainless steel sculpture inspired by a kid's inflatable toy. It's such a perfect example of how contemporary art plays with irony and pop culture.
Koons is undeniably controversial as an artist, isn't he?
Definitely divides opinion.
But Rabbit is often seen by critics as quite sophisticated, like an elegant allusion to earlier masters Duchamp, Warhol.
Okay.
It demonstrates how the market can validate artists even after periods of intense debate or struggle, embracing works that really challenge traditional notions of art.
Interesting take. Okay, and now, for the big canvas, paintings. Georgia O'Keeffe's Jimson Weed White Flower No. 1.
O'Keeffe. Beautiful.
It broke records in 2014, selling for $44.4 million. That set a new high for a female artist at the time.
Which was significant.
Yeah. This magnified floral painting, it's her signature style, right?
Mm.
But this one stands out for being unusually large. It was acquired by the Walmart heiress, Alice Walton.
For Crystal Bridges Museum.
Exactly. So it's there for public appreciation.
Good.
Now, moving to Vincent van Gogh's portrait of Dr. Gachet, sold for $82.5 million.
The tragic story behind this one.
It's truly poignant. Van Gogh painted it in 1890, right after a mental breakdown. He felt this deep kinship with Dr. Gachet.
Yeah.
Sadly, Van Gogh died just 6 weeks after finishing it, but here's where it gets really unsettling.
The buyer.
The buyer, this Japanese businessman, Ryoi Saito, claimed he would have it cremated with him when he died.
Nuts. Did he?
Well, it hasn't been seen in public since Saito's death in 1996, so who knows?
Wow. That just adds another layer of mystery. The emotional depth of Van Gogh's work is always amplified by his personal story, right?
Always.
But in this specific case, the painting's very disappearance. It elevates it, makes it this truly unique, almost haunting piece in art history.
Yeah.
It's imbued with this mythic status now.
Absolutely. Okay, then there's Claude Monet's Mules, part of his iconic Haystack series.
The haystacks. Love those.
They're celebrated for that gorgeous use of light, the hazy brush strokes, capturing the changing atmosphere.
Yeah, he painted them over and over, different times of day, different seasons.
Right. And only 8 of the original 25 paintings from the series are still in private hands.
So scarce.
Very. Which helps explain its $110 million sale price. Owning one is like owning a slice of this irreplaceable moment in art history.
Definitely.
And who could forget Edvard Munch's The Scream?
Iconic. Instantly recognizable.
The 1895 pastel version with that anguished figure, it sold for $120 million back in 2012. There was this dramatic 12-minute bidding war.
Wow. It just perfectly captures that universal feeling of anxiety, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Makes it such a potent symbol across cultures.
Totally. Then Francis Bacon's 3 Studies of Lucian Freud.
Bacon. Intense stuff.
Yeah, an oil on canvas triptych. So 3 panels making up one artwork from 1969. It depicts his fellow artist and close friend, Lucian Freud.
They had a complex relationship, right? Friends, rivals.
Exactly. Bacon apparently cherished their connection, considered this one of his favorite works. It sold for $142 million. It's a really intense portrayal of that profound connection.
You can feel the energy in Bacon's work.
Definitely. Now, onto Pablo Picasso's Les Femmes d'Alger,
That's
version
so-
O.
Okay.
This vibrant Cubist masterpiece from 1955. It was an homage to Henri Matisse and also to Eugene Delacroix's original 1834 painting of the same name.
Right. A reinterpretation.
It sold for an astounding $179.4 million. Apparently, Picasso himself famously quipped about Delacroix, that bastard. He's really good.
Huh. Classic Picasso.
And there's this fascinating quote from a 19th century critic, Théophile Thoré, about Delacroix's original work. He described it as depicting the tranquil and contemplative life of the Orient. No doubt these women have imbibed opium or hashish.
Different times, different interpretations. This is really where we see the art market as this complex intersection, isn't it? Celebrity, history, narrative. The story of the artist, their rivalries, even these critical reinterpretations from the past, they often add significantly to the market appeal, way beyond just the canvas itself.
It's more than just the paint.
Exactly. It's the entire cultural ecosystem surrounding the artwork.
Speaking of celebrity, Andy Warhol's Shot Sage Blue Marilyn.
Can't get much more iconic than Warhol's Marilyn.
Right. One of the most recognizable works of pop art. It sold for $195 million in 2022. And it's from his famous Shot Marilyns series.
Because someone literally shot them.
Yep. A gallery visitor actually shot through a stack of them shortly after they were completed.
That's insane. Adds a whole other layer of notoriety.
Definitely a unique piece of history right there. Okay, next, Willem de Kooning's Interchange.
Abstract expressionism. Big stuff.
A masterpiece from 1955. Considered a cornerstone of the first, major American modern art movement, known for its loose, expressive brushwork, that raw emotional energy.
Yeah, pure energy on canvas.
It fetched $300 million in 2015, sold by the David Geffen Foundation to Kenneth C. Griffin, the hedge fund manager.
300 million. That highlights the enduring power and market value of abstract expressionism.
Absolutely. And finally, we arrive at the most expensive painting ever auctioned, Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi.
The big one. $450.3 million.
Astonishing.
Yeah.
$450.3 million in 2017. It was authenticated back in 2008 as a lost masterpiece, right? Its emergence caused this global stir.
Huge news in the art world.
But the art community has had, let's say, rumblings about its legitimacy ever since.
Right. The attribution debate. Is it really all Leonardo? Or maybe his workshop?
Exactly. Some suggest it might be the work of an imitator, or heavily restored by others, and its scheduled unveiling at the Louvre Abu Dhabi was mysteriously postponed.
Still hasn't been shown there, has it?
Nope. Which just fueled theories of, further restoration needed, or maybe continued questions about its authenticity.
This piece really encapsulates the complexities of art valuation, doesn't it? It raises that critical question. How much of that record-breaking price was driven by the magic Da Vinci name?
Yeah.
And how much by the actual artistic merit, especially with these ongoing debates about authenticity? Art has become this, autonomous commodity within the global market.
True.
And sometimes, as some critics suggest for works like Picasso's Women of Algiers, the value can be, simply and unashamedly down to clever PR tactics.
Ouch.
Well, it's a perspective. Authenticity, market buzz, the sheer power of a legendary name.
Yeah.
They all intertwine to create these incredible, almost unbelievable figures.
It's a fascinating mix. Okay, shifting gears again. Let's look at the allure of dazzling jewels and high-performance machines.
Bling and speed.
Exactly. Items that blend natural rarity with exquisite craftsmanship and sometimes just incredible speed.
Okay.
First, Marie Antoinette's pendant.
Ooh, historical jewels.
Yeah, this exquisite drop-shaped natural pearl. It carries such a dramatic history.
Yeah.
It was part of a set smuggled out of France by the Queen during the French Revolution.
Wow, smuggled out.
Unseen for 200 years. It finally sold for $36 million in 2018. It's a literal survivor, steeped in royal legend.
$36 million for a pearl. But what a pearl, and what a story.
Totally. Then there's the Oppenheimer Blue Diamond.
Blue diamonds are incredibly rare.
This was the largest vivid blue diamond ever offered at auction, 14.62 carats. Its stunning color and perfect cut led to this extensive, 20-minute bidding battle.
20 minutes, that's long for an auction lot.
Right. It eventually fetched $57.6 million in 2016.
Incredible price. Vivid blue is just mesmerizing.
And then the Pink Star Diamond.
Another colored diamond. Pinks are also super rare.
This one is 59.60 carats. Internally flawless pink diamond. Originally, it was this massive 132-carat rough stone from Botswana,
Wow.
painstakingly cut and polished down. It's roughly the size of a strawberry, apparently.
That's a big diamond.
Its intense vividness makes it truly one of a kind. Now, there was a bit of drama. It initially sold to a buyer named Isaac Wolf, who then defaulted.
Oh, dear.
But it ultimately sold to the Hong Kong jeweler Chow Tai Fook for $71 million in 2017.
71 million. These aren't just pretty stones, are they? Their value is so deeply tied to this unparalleled combination of factors.
Like what?
Well, there's the inherent rarity, right? How they form deep within the earth over millennia. Then their natural, untouched beauty, and often these dramatic historical narratives or epic journeys they carry.
Yeah, the Marie Antoinette pearl.
Exactly. Each one is like a geological marvel intertwined with human desire and history.
Well put. Okay, now, for the pinnacle of automotive collecting.
Vroom, vroom.
The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO Berlinetta, often called the Holy Grail of collectible cars.
The GTO, absolutely legendary.
Built for the 1962 FIA World Championship, it racked up over 15 wins, driven by legends like Phil Hill.
Racing pedigree is huge for value.
And only 39 GTOs were ever made in total. That scarcity contributed to its $48 million sale in 2018.
$48 million for a car. Incredible. Yeah. But GTOs are just special.
But believe it or not, there's an even more expensive GTO.
Really? More than 48.
Yep. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO by Scaglietti sold for $51.7 million in 2023.
Okay, what made that one so special? Another GTO.
This one had a unique feature. It was the only GTO originally fitted with a 4-liter engine. It was like an experimental modification specifically for that chassis number, 3765.
The one-off factor.
Yeah.
Makes it a true unicorn within the GTO legend.
Exactly. But the absolute king of automotive auctions isn't a Ferrari.
Oh, what is it then?
The 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe.
The Uhlenhaut Coupe? Okay, yeah.
That's mythical.
It's not just a car. It's one of only 2 ever made. Built during Mercedes-Benz's Formula One racing dominance back then.
Designed by Rudolf Uhlenhaut, their chief engineer, basically as his company car.
Right. It boasts this beautifully stylish shape and the iconic gullwing doors. It sold for an incredible $144 million in 2022.
$144 million. Just blows everything else away. From the Mercedes-Benz Museum collection, wasn't it? A very rare sale.
It was.
These vehicles, they really transcend mere transportation, don't they? They are rolling works of art, engineering marvels, significant historical artifacts.
The combination of that unparalleled racing pedigree, the extreme scarcity, the breathtaking design, and the legacy of dominance, it just elevates these cars far beyond functional objects. They are legends cast in metal and speed.
Well said. And for a truly modern twist on high-stakes acquisition, let's talk about the ultimate online purchase. The Gigi Yacht.
A yacht sold on eBay.
Seriously, sold on eBay back in 2006. Actually, let's correct that date from the outline. It became the most expensive item ever sold in an online auction at $168 million.
$168 million on eBay.
Yep. This was for a colossal 405-foot pleasure yacht, complete with a movie theater, helipad, 18 guest rooms. You get the picture.
Luxury defined.
But here's the mind-blowing detail. It was sold before it was even built.
So they bought the plans, the concept.
Essentially, yes. And the sale process was unique, too. It involved a half-price bid or something complex because eBay's system at the time couldn't even process bids that high.
That's amazing. It showcases this fascinating new dimension of value, doesn't it?
How do you mean?
It's not the acquisition of a tangible object you can touch right then. It's the purchase of a vision, a future luxury.
Buying the dream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It highlights the unique dynamics of online high-stakes bidding, where the dream of ownership and the exclusivity of this bespoke, yet-to-be-created asset drive prices to staggering levels. It's buying into a promise.
What an incredible journey we've been on today, just navigating through this extraordinary collection of items.
Yeah.
Each one with its own captivating story, its own record-breaking price tag, its own unique appeal.
It's true. And as we've seen, the value of these items is never simple, is it? It can be intricately tied to history, artistic genius, extreme rarity.
The provenance.
Right, the drama of their provenance, or even just a compelling personal narrative that resonates deeply, like with Marilyn.
Mm-hmm.
But if we try to connect this to the bigger picture, what do these astronomical sales was now? You know, from Marilyn's iconic dresses to Da Vinci's controversial masterpiece, or even a yacht that exists only as a blueprint, what do they ultimately tell us about human aspiration?
Yeah.
And the value we place on these tangible, or sometimes intangible, fragments of our collective past and our creative spirit. Is it just about wealth, or is it about something deeper?
Like what?
Like our desire to touch history, maybe. To own beauty, to possess the truly unique.
So what does this all mean for you, listening in? We've seen items that cost more than some small countries, some of which you might even own a much, much less valuable version of, right? Like a stamp or a simple drawing, maybe a favorite old car.
Sure.
It really makes you think about what you find priceless, regardless of its market value. Is it a family heirloom, a cherished book?
A kid's drawing on the fridge.
Exactly, a simple, everyday object that holds immense personal meaning. These auctions, in a weird way, they highlight that universal human desire to ascribe value and meaning to the things around us.
That's a great point. It's not always about the price tag.
Not at all. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world's most expensive auction items. Keep that curiosity burning and keep questioning what truly makes something invaluable to you.